start it on your channel. It should say connected.
Still says connect. Excellent connection. It's up.
Right, nice. Okay. That should be good.
We have a stream. Yes.
We actually have a stream. I don't know whether to bother pinging everyone because it's a bit late now.
Well, yeah, might as well just send everyone. Make sure everyone's got the link and shiz. See what who wants to watch this.
I just need to
clusterfuck.
I just need to hope we find the stream on your channel now.
Yeah, I mean, it should be sat there. Says I'm live. Says connection's excellent. So
I assume the stream literally shows nothing right now.
Jordan was going for another push lap, but
He did press start in the top right.
He's left his front wing somewhere. Yeah, it says it's been live for 47 seconds. It was set up just waiting for the software to connect to it beforehand. So, because I knew it would be you streaming, not me. So I thought, well, if I set it up and make it live, then you can just do it when you get around to fixing everything.
Right. Have you got a link
Mitch
to
is
the
on.
stream?
Mitch is on another lap. He's already done. He's already done 3 laps on softs, but he's going again. And I will see if I can grab a link.
Yeah, I can't find the stream myself, so hopefully if it's a link then it should be fine. I don't know if you accidentally might have started it as unlisted or something. That could be a case.
Potentially. Let me take a look. Yes. Zoop. Public. Done.
Oh, this was it. It should be there now. Yep, okay. We can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, I can grab that. Oh god, we don't want our voices.
Lies and slander. Of course we do.
It does. Hold up. Does the stream look terrible or is it fine? I don't know.
Looks in the little sort of pop-outy corner. Looks fine.
Okay, so if it's running smooth. Okay. I do need to hope this works with everything blowing up.
Game.
Also, you've
still a fair few cars on track.
You started the ERO PC7 All-Star Race Hungary.
S7, didn't it?
No, it's just PC7. I think you can change it while it's up. Anyway.
Oh yeah, so I did. Edit. Zoop. There you go. Save. Try again. So still got a couple of guys that yet to set lap times. Mazinski in the McLaren is on a lap, just coming through turn 5 now. A little bit of traffic ahead of him though, so he's going to have to hope he doesn't get held up too much. He's going to be looking to probably try and put the car somewhere around his teammate, but he runs wide through 9, but manages to keep the lap. Doesn't invalidate him somehow. And I've already answered that, Jordan. Can you link the link in the All-Star chat? Because they're shouting about it.
I've done an announcement there.
Oh, that works too. And Mazinski's actually coming in and pitting, so that's not happening.
Right, so now you should be able to actually see it on from my POV.
Owen's done his 5 laps on mediums. He's currently sat P10. But we have reports going to be running at 1, so I kind of don't understand why he hasn't gone and done at least a couple of laps on softs.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Who have we got on our lappers?
Apparently there's big frame drops.
On the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Dino into a wall.
Mr. Bread.
Is frame
drops. not the best session for Alfa Romeo so far then.
The stream should be more stable now.
Oh yeah, he's had a big moment there.
Just keep an eye on the comments on the stream, just to check if it's alright, as Alfie goes second in the Mercedes with a 16-1.
very close to 30 at the front, but 30 in that AlphaTauri is that's a pretty good nuts lap.
Yeah.
If he's ahead of Ferraris and Mercedes.
So very nice.
Being the all-star race, of course, we are on realistic cars today, as is unusual for ERO. Ordinarily, they're obviously equal performance, but as we've got multiple tiers racing in this, we have got realistic cars on. So our PCF3 drivers are in the fastest pieces of machinery, which are the Mercedes, Red Bull, and Ferrari. And then our PC2 drivers are in the midpoint of the grid, with the currently dead Aston Martins, the Alpha Tauris, and the McLarens. And then our PC1 drivers are filling in at Alfa Romeo and Williams. So they've got a inherent disadvantage of the pace of their car, but what should be an inherent advantage with the pace of the drivers. Should make this kind of equal-ish.
It's
not if you listen to the PC1 drivers, it's definitely not equal.
Yeah.
But I think everyone else thinks it's kind of fine. There's Iron's on a flyer, just coming through the chicane of 6 and 7. Williams rides the curbs quite nicely. Oh, but he's I think he's backed out of it because his ERS is on recharge.
Yeah. I saw him have a bit of a moment
Elliott's
earlier on.
Elliott's on a flyer right behind him, though, the second of the AlphaTauris. We'll be looking to join his teammate on the front row if he can.
He's 10th and a half up, so he's making some improvements.
Might be a nice little chunk of time here in this final sector. It is probably the hardest sector to get bang on. Quite easy to lose time around here if you get that little bit of oversteer around these two long corners of 14 and 15. And he's just about keeps it track limits on the exit of 15, comes across the line with a 16.8, so he's found like 3/10. Jumps him ahead of Mickelson, just a 100th of a second behind the Mercedes of Mitchell Snape.
Yeah.
That's not a bad lap.
For the stream, it's having a stroke.
Standard.
It's messing up all of my stuff. Okay, this is not going well. All of my stuff is mixed on the stream. What's going on? That should be fine now. That doesn't exist anymore. Right, so you just have to deal with oh my keyboard's broke. Okay, this is going brilliant.
You're not having a good day, really, are you?
Yeah, I was trying to stream this at ERO and then yeah. Could you check the stream, see if anyone said anything about the quality? See if it's improved?
It's still a couple of people beforehand just saying that there was frame drops and it was like 20 FPS, but nothing recently. So it's either stayed exactly the same or it's improved and now no one's moaning.
Yeah, but it'd be ideal to know, as...
Yeah. So if anyone can say if it's good or not, that would be very helpful in the chat, as we've got a few drivers on the lap. There's just under 4 minutes left in quali. So we should see everyone start to emerge from the pit lane within the next minute or so to get their final laps in. We're just doing an 18-minute session here because doing full-length qualifying, well, it's pretty good in career mode where you can, accelerate time and things like that. And it auto-skips the final 2 parts of qualifying if you are out in Q1, like, Season 1 my team.
As Majinski goes fastest in the McLaren.
PC2 turning up. Yeah, it's not fun if you are one of the unfortunate drivers knocked out in Q1 to then have to sit around twiddling your thumbs for 40 minutes while everyone else deals with their grid plays.
Yeah.
So we are doing a normal 18-minute short qualifying as we normally do in ERO. I think as most leagues do actually for their qualifying. It's very rare you see full quali. As Johnny goes a lot faster with a 16.7. Puts it P9 just 1,000th of a second behind a Red Bull.
Yep.
And he was literally complaining that the Williams was awful and he had no chance. And he's gone 1,000th of a second behind the fastest car on the grid.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Johnny. You don't know what you're talking about.
As Ferdy now goes quickest with a 15.9 dead.
Into the 15s for the AlphaTauri. I bet real AlphaTauri wish they could be in the 15s around here.
Yeah. A front row from PC2 at the moment. Oh, and that's Massey edge into the wall. And he's been that. So
that's one Red Bull that won't be improving.
Yeah, and he's right in the middle of the track.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. And his tyre that's barely attached to the car has decided to start levitating.
Lovely. Yeah, everyone going through that
push. And fallen through the track. He's followed this car.
Everyone going through that portion of the track seems to have just abandoned their laps at the moment.
Yeah, I think some of them were on outlaps, but obviously it's not ideal when you're trying to avoid a car as well as get the optimal line through there. He wasn't on the racing line, but you really don't want a car that close to you when you're going past at full
Yeah.
speed, especially after the flat out turn 4.
I don't
So it's
blame them, honestly.
sorry, turn 3. Yeah, it's not an ideal place for someone to crash, but it's a pretty easy place to put enough fuel in for a second flying lap, especially towards the end of qualifying where you don't need fuel for that in lap. And if you back it right off, it was pretty early on the lap. It shouldn't take too much life out of the tyres. They should be easy enough to handle to get through a decent flying lap afterwards.
We've got Jordan improving the Ferrari, but he has no battery left coming around to the line. So if he's going to be improve, it's going to be minimal, and it is a 10th.
Yeah, it's a 16-2. But that is going to protect him a little bit from the guys behind. Dino and Maciej currently 6th and 7th, so
Yeah.
the guys you'd expect to be challenging Jordan have both DNF'd the session. So it would be essentially a half-second gain from either Jose or Johnny that they need to get up there.
We've got Mickelson, who's improving on Sector 1, but Sector 1's not really where you'll find most of the time in a lap. There's a few corners there, however, the middle sector is mostly where people will find a big chunk of timers. Hooking up these corners through the middle sector is important. You want to just keep it as tight and as close to the curbs while carrying as much of a minimum speed as you can as now across the Sector 2 line, and Mickelson's now a 10th up.
Just keeps it in track limits through turn 9, which is the hardest place to keep in track limits. But he manages to do it, so he's going to keep the lap. Like I said, gaining a 10th, and they check a flag fall, so this is going to be his final time. 4 guys currently in the pit, so they won't be improving, which is Jacob, Paul, Johnny, and Mitch.
That's a
and Jacob finds 2 tenths, puts it P11. So he's just half a tenth behind Johnny. That's pretty decent.
Ryan in the final sector, who's 3 tenths up, so he should also be going into the 16s, and it's a 16-8, which puts him up to 12.
Spicy. Johnny, Jacob, and Ian all together, 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Marek has invalidated, unfortunately for him, as Kent is not improving, but we do have, I believe that was Elliot, who is improving by 3 tenths at the moment. So the AlphaTauri could jump quite far up here, but he's gone very wide at the final corner. And
he keeps the lap, but he did lose all of the time. So that's going to be unfortunate. So I think we've got David's going in the pits, and then the Red Bull of Jose is currently half a second down, so he's not going to be improving. So that is going to set our grid for qualifying.
Yeah.
Unless he finds a miraculous final sector now. Jose doesn't manage to improve. So yeah, we're going to have a PC2 front row. With Ferdi Hadrousi in the AlphaTauri and Jacob Mazinski in the McLaren.
Yeah.
So PC2 showing up, but it's a long race. We are doing 100% race distance here, not like our normal 50% that we do in ERO. So there's 70 laps for people to make places, lose places, and...
I think as much as the PC1 drivers might not have the fastest car for a 1-lap pace, I think by being in PC1, you just have the more general racecraft that'll... It's probably going to help them out a lot here, and they will definitely
I think they may have a slight advantage with attacking, with defending, and overall just with consistency.
Yeah.
It was the main thing I noticed driving in PC2 last season. You could have guys pulling, 4 tenths, half a second a lap on you sort of regularly for 4 or 5 laps, and then all of a sudden you'd be right on their rear wing because they've lost 3 seconds in a sector, which I think the PC1 guys are very unlikely to do.
Yeah.
And that's very wet.
Oh my.
That's puddles in the pit lane wet.
That's full wets in the Mercedes garage.
So, who's cosplaying Valtteri Bottas?
Well...
That's extremely... This is... I mean, so they said rain on lap 1. People were sort of complaining about it in the chat channel. I was not expecting rain like this.
Yeah.
You can just about see the far end of the pit lane, so it's kind of lucky that there's nobody in the Haas cars here.
Is anyone said if the stream's improved or not, though? Just quickly wondering.
They have not. Rabbi, how good's the stream?
Does it look
He's
fine
the last
to yourself
person
if
to
you
post,
full
so I'm
screen
yelling at him. I'll have to tab out of the game, but I can tab out of the game in full screen. Full
It's
screen
only
it.
formation lappers. Yeah, it's full wets. But is that for everyone? Has anyone gone something different? Oh! Hello. Everyone's on full wets except for Marek at the back, who's decided to go for intermediates here, actually. As, oh my, yeah, that's pretty dangerous.
There's a bit of frame skip, but I'm not sure if there's anything else you can do about it, to be honest.
I can. Oh, you can try fix it. I don't know if that's because I'm
Is
trying
any of
to
the
get it free
settings or
from your
whatever?
end. Just...
Yeah, like if it's settings you want me to change, just let me know and I'll mess about with them.
I'll put it on myself and mess around with stuff.
Sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, so just Marek going for those intermediate tyres. I think he might be wrestling with that car for a fair few laps while it dries out, if it is going to dry out.
Yeah.
I think all of our drivers will be hoping it doesn't stay like this for the majority of the race. But there's always the chance that it stays like this for a while. As Johnny says he's going -7 on his fuel.
-7.
That's a me style strat, and it massively backfired in Jeddah. So Johnny's going to be hoping for safety cars just to get to the end of the race here, I think.
I'm so confused. The settings are exactly what I normally use. So this should not be happening.
Weird.
Gotta love this.
This.
Very technical
And
terms.
we've had contact at the back between Mitch and Elliot. They've decided to kill each other on the formation lap, so they're going to teleport to the grid.
Oh, great!
So
That's
this
a good
is going to
start.
be the final race we do on F1 2021 as a league, as the ERO. PC All Stars rounding us out. So this is the final race for ERO, where the AI is going to drive our guys onto the grid.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure I'm actually on the game. That's probably a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, I consider stream how bad it is through my own thing. I'm gonna fix this as soon as lap. That's literally not watchable.
Yeah. So
this is something we're gonna have to use a recording for. I'm gonna. You just commentate because you've got a recording.
Sure.
I'll fix it.
So lights